So I just pull back, bro. I light this joint and I start smoking, bro. Next thing you know, I'm high as fuck. All right?
Nice.
And I'm laughing.
That's a deadly
I'm laughing the whole
combination.
time. Yo, I'm high as fuck. I got a ballistic missile as a penis that I can't feel.
My lord's a Jewish carpenter, dude. JC.
Oh, JC. Oh, good old JC was a carpenter.
A Jewish carpenter and an Episcopalian.
Did you know
That's
that
not
Jewish
true.
carpenter is also
That's not
JC?
true at all. That's weird. I
it?
just thought of it before you said it.
Oh, yeah?
You're a linguistics expert. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks.
And welcome to the show. To this show, Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. We're about to hit 2 million subscribers.
Are we about to hit 2 million
I don't know.
subscribers?
I don't know.
Finally.
I don't-
It's at like 5 already.
You know
just
what?
don't know.
The numbers experience a slight boost. I think a lot of people from the vlogs are coming over. They're interested in us when we talk at length, long form.
What if they're just a bunch of jerker offers from Lana Rhodes' channel?
I worry about that because we think so. Mike's getting numbers on his vlogs and like Instagram. He's popping off everything, but I'm worried they're just masturbators.
They just turn on my channel and like, what can I wank off, dude?
Bro, some dude. All right, so Mike's girlfriend thing sort of is like an adult film star. We all know Lana Rhodes, and some dude DM Mike. And he said, "Hey man, just had a wank to your girl."
I get
Like, how often
messages
does that happen?
all-
Is that? It's not okay. Like, it's not cool.
I'll tell you why
couldn't
it's-
do it to anyone else.
I'll tell you why it's not cool. All right, ready? Imagine you masturbate, right? You do your thing.
Yeah.
We're guys, we do that. The first thing you do is pick up your phone and DM another.
That's
DM
weird.
DM a dude about it.
That part's weird.
He's like admitting his own fault.
For me, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't bother me that much. You guys have to understand, bro. For someone to be like open enough life-wise to have a relationship with someone who has done a 10-person gangbang, obviously they don't really give a fuck that much if you're jerking off to them. Like what are you gonna say to me that I honestly give a fuck about, dude?
I more so care about the kid who's like, he's like really saying, "Hey, Mike, I'm so alone right now and I'm thinking about you." Like, he just jerked off your girlfriend, but like,
Yeah,
why would he message you?
I
Like,
don't
he's that
know.
alone
Bro,
that he like.
I jerk off to Mike's girlfriend.
You said it in the vlog
oh,
recently.
Yeah, and it's you know why?
But did you
know
tell
why
him
I think
about
it's
it?
okay? Yeah, I did in the vlog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I clickbaited.
So maybe it's the right thing to do.
I have
It's-
no way. Yeah, go ahead.
Here's why, dude.
Yeah.
Lana Rhodes. Can we say her name, her real name?
No, I
No? Okay.
People,
So-
I'm sure it's out there, but let's not. Though.
What about first name?
No, let's just.
All right, can I give her an arbitrary name?
Yeah, of course.
Let's call her Stephanie.
Okay.
So Lana Rhodes is a stage name. Stephanie is the girl in real life. Yo, Lana Rhodes is not Stephanie.
Not even close.
Not even close. Like, I tell people this. Like, I'll have my girls ask me like, "Well, yo, what's she like?" Like, I've never hung out with a porn star. I'm like the girl you meet in real life. Stephanie is not like a porn star. She's just like a fun, like down to earth girl.
Normal girl.
who's really oddly like driven and passionate, more so than even us. Like, all she does is like work.
That's all she does.
It's mad
And by the way,
impressive.
that's one of the reasons why me and her get along so well is because I'm actually quite turned on by her work ethic. I mean, she wakes up, she grinds. She is Stephanie is a boss ass bitch. Yeah. She makes, in case you didn't know this, she makes way more fucking money than me. She's constantly trying to buy me shit, which I don't want her to, and I haven't let her. But like that's a side note. But she is a boss.
Yo,
she works constantly. She's always working. She's always running her Snapchat, her merch. She's got a merchandise company that does really well, her clothing. But yo, to your point, contrary to that thought, and you know, against the way the rest of the porn stars that we've met are, she is very reserved in real life. She's not this sexual deviant that you guys have come
Could you
to know her
imagine?
as.
But she can become that, right?
Yeah, I mean, she throws down. She throws fucking down, of course.
Compared to the gangbangs. Talk to
Yeah,
me.
it's different. Stephanie's not out there like swallowing 7 swords at one time. She's
and she actually does not like cum.
I find that so weird.
She actually despises it.
What,
Her reaction is get it off of me.
How is that possible, Mike?
It might just be his.
So ready for this? Here's the observation I've made. She is so driven by business and by making money and being financially secure and financially independent that she went and did things over the course of 8 months. Now, keep in mind, she worked for 8 months. That's it. 8 fucking months. And has been number
8
one.
fucking months.
8 fucking months. And has been number one for however long.
Yeah.
But the reason I think she did things which she has told me she really did not like doing all that much was because there was a ton of money in it. And so I think like now that she doesn't have to do those things anymore, like
I'm glad she's done daily clogging.
Yeah.
Daily
Well, I
clogging.
mean, obviously, people ask me like, there have been some people that have been like, yo, what happened with Emily? Or like, what happened with this girl? To be honest with you, like, I don't know if I could date a currently performing adult film star. Like I just don't know if I could do that. I spent a lot of time with them and I had a lot of fun with them, but I just don't know if I could be serious. Like she doesn't do it anymore. She's retired.
I want to ask a question. It's a question that we have been going back and forth in this house.
Yeah.
What's better? What's more desirable? I don't know how to say this. So porn stars, women who fuck on camera, versus like a girl in LA that doesn't fuck on camera here, but has sex with exponentially more men than the porn star does.
And the listener, because I tweeted about this, and the person listening to this doesn't believe this, and they can't wrap their mind around it. But there are girls in LA that I know very well that go out to Warwick and Hyde and Poppy on Mondays, and they're out 4 to 6 times a week that have exponentially more bodies than even your favorite veteran porn star. These porn stars at the highest level, like I said on the Garcia podcast, are having sex with a very small stable of very elite men in the industry.
Because there's like 7 to 10 like major
male actors who are, by the way, tested constantly. Now, from the outside, people look at porn stars and they say, "Oh, that's horrifying. Like, how could you ever date one? These aren't even people," and they have their thoughts about them. But then they go to Warwick and they leave and have unprotected sex with a girl who has put down 75 to 100 bodies already in 2020 and has not been tested since 2018. So it's all very murky water, but it's also, to me, I don't have to explain myself. Like this, like Lana has been married for the past 3 years. She's in the midst
which
of
is like another like fascinating conundrum here. Like
now that part to me is more fascinating than the porn part. The porn part I can get by. You have a past. I used to do heroin. Every single day. Every single fucking day. I would wake up and the first thing I would do would be heroin.
Yeah.
So like no one says, "Oh, Mike, like you used to do that for 8 years. I can't believe a girl would date you." No one says that, but they say, "Oh, she used to have sex on camera." And so like I said, none of this is perfect. It's all very strange to me, but
I think it gets in the way of like people's ideal relationship between other people, right? Like, "Oh my God, I've seen your girlfriend having sex." Like,
congrats.
Yeah.
I have to really check myself here because like that sentence has no effect on me anymore. Like I'm so numb to everything, dude, and I have to imagine that in like the real world, like because we really are numb to a lot of things.
Because we're
Mike.
bubbled up. We're in this bubble.
More so than even the LA bubble.
Facts.
Like our life is just this weird thing that renders us emotionless to a lot of things that like strike people a very, very different way than it does us.
And I get it, and I know you get it too. I get it very viscerally. I understand that. And by the way, it's not something that I was just automatically like, "Yo, this is what? That's nothing." Like what she chooses to do with her body. Like, yes, I deal with that. Of course, it's an obstacle that I've had to overcome.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? But
nice.
It was strong.
but like, yo, like, you know, like what the fuck are you gonna do? She's a sweet girl. She's driven. She
makes you so much better, which is what I am most fascinated about. Mike stopped eating carbs. He went on a juice cleanse yesterday.
He ran twice. He ran twice on a juice cleanse.
One day. I didn't eat any food. Not no bad food. I ate no food yesterday.
I mean, it was juice.
I had juice, but more than anything, I'm not. Since the New York situation, I have fucking. I'm
good.
hands off, bro. And I really thought that once all these girls found out that I was in a relationship, they would respect the relationship and kindly fuck off.
Oh, is that what you thought?
That's where you're always wrong.
Every time you're in a relationship is the only time that the champs come flocking at you.
It is so bad.
Everyone knows.
It is so bad.
Everyone knows. When you're single, life wants you to be single. When you're taken, life wants you to be single. Wait, when you're single, life wants you to be taken.
Right.
And when you're taken, life wants you to be
Right.
single. I have a picture here. We went out to a party Evan invited us to. It's actually pretty good. And this is Mike now. Like when we go out, this is staple Mike. Just in the corner, balled up, closed off, not looking for any interaction from anyone really. Maybe some guys telling him they like his show, the night
This is
shift,
such an
or the
artistic
podcast.
picture.
But no women allowed. And I have to give my friend a pat on the back because
Oh my god.
you did a good job. And I noticed that women were throwing themselves at you.
Because of this
Mike, I went up to my room. Bro. It's 1 a.m. and I'm not really trying to throw down this night, right? So I go up to my room to go to sleep. You're already in bed, and a girl comes skipping out of my bathroom. A girl that David invited, random blonde girl. I was like, what the? I was like, hey, Dave, there's a girl in my room. And Dave comes upstairs and she's like, hey, she'd been partying on. She's like, hey, where's Mike? And I was like, I can't tell you because I know Mike's wifed up and you just can't. You just can't. She goes, where's Mike? I'm horny and I want to fuck. I'm like, first off, you just skipped around my bathroom. You gotta go. You have to leave. You gotta leave right now.
I start getting DMs.
Wait, don't leave this picture. Look.
Oh shit.
Who's this demon over Mike's shoulder just hiding in the back?
Oh my god.
I don't know how I feel
Could be
about
you.
any of that.
Dude, I start getting these DMs.
Oh my god. I actually don't know about that. That might be
Oh, it's
you.
me. Oh no, even worse.
I told you that night because that was one of the girls right there that David brought home.
Can we say
Is that cool?
No, not names.
No, I'm not saying names, but that's half of her face. I don't think anybody's gonna fucking identify her. But he brings these two girls back home, and I go to Logan. I go, hey man, I need you to just monitor the situation. Let me know what you're seeing. Maybe I'm imagining things. I have posted myself on the farthest love sack, away from all of the action. I am hands off. I'm not even talking to anyone. I've said not a single word to anyone. You were standing there. I'm on my phone. Yeah. All of a sudden, I look, and now the girls are on the love sack next to me. Then I look again, and now the girls are on the love sack with me. Now I look again, and one of the girls' hands is slowly approaching my penis.
Now I look again, and this girl has crawled inside of Mike's body.
And she is taking over my soul. No, so I go, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even say anything, actually. I went into my bedroom, and I said, this is the only place that I'll be safe. They don't know me. They don't know how to find me. 2 minutes later, I get a DM. Where are you? I start getting those disposable pictures, the bombs that explode, that say, let me come up. I can keep my mouth closed. With the zipped mouth emoji. I go, this can't be fucking real. Why am I? Because yo, I'm sitting there. By the way, I got a boner now, dude. Like this girl's on the attack. But I know that if I fuck this up with Lana again, bro, there's no coming back from it, bro. And so now 2 minutes later, I get another DM. At this point, I'm furiously masturbating, dude. I'm like, I'm going to clear these fucking pipes out. This girl's got no chance. Even if she comes in the room, I'm going to have a wet noodle, dude. That's it. She goes all around the house, finds her way into Logan's room. So I'm like, perfect. She'll just fuck Logan. I've been through this before.
Yo, in the past, I would have stepped up to the plate. I'm in a very weird spot in my life.
You're up. You're way up.
I have trouble having sexual intercourse with women who I'm not like
super attracted to.
Mentally.
Right.
Like if I don't know you, I'm not gonna I can't fuck a stranger anymore.
You've been changed. Anyways, I'm punching the pillow at this point, and it just, I'm like, fuck. I'm texting Lana. I'm like, where the fuck are you? She's like, babe, we hung out 6 nights in a row. It's probably not good that we hang out tonight.
She called them codependent.
Like,
they said they were.
Yeah, we were codependent. I'm like, where the fuck are you, babe? It's 1 a.m. I fucking need you. And she's just not responding. And I'm like, fuck, this is going to... And she never found my room, needless to say. I made it to sleep. I woke up the next day as a proud, monogamous non-cheater.
Nice.
And by the way, it could get no worse. It could get no worse. There is a girl actively hunting your ICBM.
Yeah.
She is a missile hunter, dude.
Do you think it was a defensive boner that you had?
Ooh. Yes. I was scared for my life.
Yeah. Some people have that reaction.
But that's interesting about the codependency and how much they've been hanging out lately.
Well, she called, so they have been together a lot, and I don't know how I feel about it, right? So I do something nice for my friend, I lose my friend. I guess. So, but it's interesting because she called out that they were becoming codependent, and she suggested that they don't hang out one night. I thought that was I got to give major props to Stephanie.
Yeah, facts. Stephanie's a smart
she's great.
Woman. She's a smart girl. She's meeting some of my family tonight at a dinner we're all going to. So who knows how?
Wait.
That's a big.
Well, no, it's not. No, it's
She's
Big
meeting
day.
the parents.
not. No, she's
Oh,
you know who's gonna
I'm
be-
coming to the dinner.
Oh, it's like the first.
I'm in
the
the group
first
chat.
That's my little sister.
introduction.
My little sister. Yeah.
Oh my
Easiest
God.
one to test on, right?
So easy.
I can't wait for Abby to meet Stephanie. Lyon.
Stefan alone.
Before we went to that party, I wanted to mention this really quick. Before we went to that party, we were in an Uber, and Mike's like down the street. He's like, Mike's like, Logan, look. And I look, and I see a motherfucking coyote sprinting down the street. This is it. This is my chance, bro. Because I didn't forget. I didn't forget what they did to my dog.
You can never.
Ever.
Did you forgive?
No.
Oh.
And I'm sure I'll outgrow this, but I still want vengeance. So I get out of the car, and me and Max start chasing after this coyote. Bro, I'm dead sprint. Coyotes are fast. I'm dead sprint down the street. We're going up the hill, and I'm actually gaining some distance on him. I'm pretty fast. Fastest man on the planet. And then I'm sprinting. My fucking ankle twists, bro. I hit a curb wrong. My ankle goes. I'm like, no! My ankle twist. Coyote goes under a fence, disappears forever, gone into the night. A ghost, an apparition, some might say. So now I'm like, damn it. I just tried to chase a coyote. I rolled my ankle. I'm 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2, and now I'm mad. So again, I've said this before, my warning for all the coyotes listening to this podcast. I haven't forgotten. I'm coming for you. You killed my dog, and you forced me to roll my ankle. I'm really upset at this point.
They took your child and now they've stolen your youth as well.
It's gone from me. I
God.
can't
You're
walk.
a feeble man now.
I can't walk.
Bro, we got to that party and he's like, I really hope no one presses me tonight because I can't move. You sounded like that guy. You were the guy that had the spinal.
I told him, I'm like,
just had spinal surgery.
I'm like, bruh, like, because this wasn't a typical like LA party. It was just a crowd I hadn't seen before, and I'm like, yo, if one of these fucking dudes wants to test me tonight, I'm in serious trouble because I can't really feel my ankle.
Yo, and we're low key. Like, what do you tell me to say? I'm gonna jerk myself off. We're fucking peaking, bro. Like,
What?
You don't think so?
No.
What are parties been like for you lately? Bro, it's been pretty fucking wild lately, dude. How many
fucking not everyone's the shit like you, Mike.
Mike's pretty cool.
He's being an asshole because the amount of pictures I saw you take at the past 3 parties.
But I'm
you
never
went
going to talk about it.
Well, you told me when I was gonna.
You know who had a great time at that party?
Can you just ever just meet me on this fucking wavelength?
Evan's literally the coolest
Wait,
guy.
no, I was just
ever
gonna say-
And
saw.
I wasn't even saying it like that. I was just saying no one was gonna press you, and it was a weird party because there's just so many people that were just like,
Bro,
It's a different circle.
you threw me off.
I mean, you got that clout. You got that clout now. And you're semi new to it, bro. Mind you, I've been
you're
here
used
for
to it.
5
That's
years,
true.
bro.
That's true. That's true.
I get it.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been here.
Yeah, but the coyote did fuck you up. You were fucked up.
It just that animal is yeah, I don't like it.
It's pretty wily.
He just keeps hitting you over and over.
Yeah, I
Like, especially when you're down, too.
I want to tell a story. This is one of those moments where I can choose whether or not to exploit my life. Especially my love life, which I try to keep secret, but I'll just do it. I'll do it. All right, so I can be a pretty horrible booty call.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is good. This is good stuff.
I can be a really bad
Oh,
booty call.
God.
And last night was a prime example of that.
No, wait. I thought you.
I didn't tell you this story yet.
I love when you tell me stories too. This is great.
All right, so I get the booty call text, and I wasn't in the mood yesterday. Like I'm not asexual, but I'm just my libido's low lately because I think we've been
Semisexual?
vlogging.
What'd you call it?
It's a demisexual, like a demigod who has sex. Anyways,
With
I get the
Demi Moore.
booty call. This girl's beautiful, and we've had our fun in the past. So I say yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Come on to my house. Even though I know, I'm like, yeah, I can't get up right now. Like, I want to go to sleep. I want to watch a movie and go to sleep, right? But I said yes. So this poor girl came over and she's stuck with an asexual blabbering moron. All I care about is making jokes, making people laugh, and laughing with my friends in my boxers. So last night she came over and she's like, I don't want to watch a movie. She's like grabbing me and she's like, I don't want to watch a movie. Let's go upstairs. I was like, I kind of just want to watch the movie. Is that cool? She's like, no. I was like, all right. And on my way upstairs.
Hold on. Can I put one pin in it?
Sure.
When you were kind of at one point when you were kind of telling her that you were like wanted to watch the movie and shit, she made a recommendation for something to happen. Are we
No.
okay? Sorry.
Anyways.
We're gonna skip that part.
I go upstairs and
David's laughing. He knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I heard it from the other room, but
Under the stairs, there's this penis numbing spray. Have you guys heard of this shit? You spray and it numbs your wee-wee.
Yeah, they want to sponsor.
Is it the same?
They want to sponsor it? That's why do we have the product to test?
But they didn't want to pay the quote. So.
Oh, they didn't want to pay the point is I tested it, bro, because I was bored. So I do what every normal man with penis numbing spray does. I numb my penis. Right? So now I have to tell this girl who's ready to go. We're in bed. She's like, come on, let's do this. I'm like, I have to be honest with you, I'm not in the mood at all. And I just sprayed my dick with dick numbing spray. I can't feel anything. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's your problem? And so I have a wet noodle, bro. And I'm in bed just like this. And now we got a problem, right? Because I can't, I'm useless.
But it's a problem that you had a solution for. You sick little fucking sly dog.
Little did I remember, our sponsor is Blue Chew.
Let's go.
Anyways, if you love sex, you'll love BlueChew.com. And I do like sex. Blue Chew offers men a performance enhancement for the bedroom because we all like to last a little longer, go a few extra rounds. The chewables can work faster than pills, up to twice as fast. And it only takes a few minutes to connect with a BlueChew.com affiliated physician. And if you qualify, you get prescribed online quickly. There's no in-person doctor visit, no awkward conversations, waiting line at a pharmacy, and it ships to your door directly in a discreet package. They give you confidence in bed every single time. You and your partner will love it. My favorite saying, chew it and do it. I got a great deal for you guys. Go to BlueChew.com and get your first order free when you use the promo code Logan. Just pay $5 shipping. BlueChew.com promo code Logan. So anyways.
Well, I don't know where to go now, just because my normal intuition would be to ask you about the fact that you now had a monstrous, veiny penis that was numbed out and ready to destroy Narnia.
Okay.
Like you could take down
Yeah.
global warming with this fucking.
Yeah.
You could take down student debt with this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because guess what? It's fucking rock hard, blue chewed out, and ready to fucking annihilate. Dude.
Sure. You're right, but we weren't there yet. So now we have to pass the time. So I'm like, fuck it. Look to my left. There's a joint next to my bed. I'm like, hey, do you mind if I smoke? I asked her for permission to smoke in my room. She's like, no, why are you asking me? I was like, I don't know, like respect, like I'm polite, whatever. She's like, no. I was like, bet. So I just pull back, bro. I light this joint and I start smoking, bro. Next thing you know, I'm high as fuck. All right.
nice.
And I'm laughing.
That's a
I'm
deadly
laughing the whole
combination.
time. Yo, I'm high as fuck. I got a ballistic missile as a penis that I can't feel. I can't feel it. It's numb.
Just a javelin in your pants.
And I'm like, okay, now what, dude? So she goes, I'm sitting there and I'm laughing at myself. I'm like, this is ridiculous. You know that, right? And I was like, I still am not horny. You know? Like I happen to be hard, but I don't want to do this. And she's like, you're literally the worst fucking booty call ever. I'm gonna call someone else. Yo, I go. I know this girl, bro. She's kind of a prude. Like she doesn't put out. She ain't fucking every dude in LA. She has like a rotation of 3. The other 2 are out of town. So I'm high. She goes, I'm gonna call someone else. I go, bitch, you won't do shit. I'm the best you got. So because I know she's not gonna call anyone else. And so I just laughed at her and
She gave you a little more time or what?
no, I mean we made it work. And by the way, it was phenomenal.
Yeah,
The
you showed up.
Yo,
She told me this morning.
yeah,
that
that combo was gnarly.
It's crazy. And by the way, it's a combo that I've never used the spray. Usually, up until a couple months ago, alcohol was my numbing agent. So I would be all fucked up. and I
Oh,
would be numb.
you know what? Let me say this too.
Yeah, of course.
That spray, if you spray your penis with the spray, which you do because that's what it's built to do, it has lidocaine in it. And so if the girl somehow magically puts her mouth on your ween,
She
can you
has
guess
no
what
tooth-
happens to her mouth?
No toothpaste.
She got a numb ass mouth, bruh. She can't feel her mouth. It's like when you go to the dentist and they put the shots in your gums before they take your teeth out. She couldn't feel her mouth, bruh.
What if in some weird sexual
way you do it, where you like wait till it dries and then wash it off.
sounds like somebody who knows speaking.
Dylan, I did that.
Wow.
I mean,
She goes, wash it off. I was like, no. And she made me, and it was still numb, bro. That lidocaine is no joke.
you know, it's funny. Even with her mouth numb, she still didn't shut up.
Nice.
A little chauvinistic.
A little chauvin.
Mac.
Mac, it's weird. We invite you to the show and you bring this fucking
Yeah.
male toxicity.
Listen, I'm
Let us
literally
go
doing-
back to talking about fucking faces. Shut
I'm
up.
literally doing anything I can to get us out of the dick sand.
It ain't gonna happen.
We are in the
Imagining
dick sand.
some weird deviant.
Shout out Spencer.
Imagine some weird deviant sexual future at some like sexed out dentist office. They use they use Lido cleaned up penises, and you go in there and a girl gives you head to get numb their.
Bruh, it's bad where we are now. We need so
All right,
badly.
I'm gonna head out.
You can't even say that because it's a blowjob pun.
Dude, don't be a dick.
True, you doing it more. It's cool.
Well, I'm not just gonna come and go at your command.
It's Mike. No, I think it's funny. I do. We really need a girl for this show. That's
We're about
what
to
I'm
have
saying.
one.
Are we? Oh,
Yeah.
do we have a meeting with one tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, so maybe the girl can help with this because like I'll feel weird talking about genitals in front of her. And
Will
maybe
you?
we'll stop. I will. Yeah, I have trouble. I try to ease off in front of women about the genital talk.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably good to have someone that won't high five you after a story like that.
But it's also perspective and different point of view.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, perspective. Hey, Mike asked a question about this the other day. He came down the stairs and he said, "I gotta say something. Why are people so mean? Why are people so mean?
They made a song about it.
It's 2020 and people are getting meaner, right?" My knee-jerk reaction was empathetic ignorance. I think I always flash back to a time when I was 13 or 14 years old and I was like doing YouTube, so I knew what a hater was. I experienced it a little bit. I was in the YouTube community. I watched their videos. I saw what the mean things that the haters left on like the Shay Carls of the world or the Ray William Johnson, and you know they get hated on. And I remember someone made a video that I didn't like, and I typed my mean comment. I typed it out and I looked at it, and before I pressed enter, I was like, "Whoa!" Like I went black for a second. I was like, "Why did I do that? What about me putting this person down in a very mean way strikes me as worthy or something to do?" And so empathetic ignorance, I think people don't consider that their words and their actions really can affect another human being because they don't care. It's ignorance, right? Like you're online and there's a phone in between you. This is the only thing separating you and the creator, the person that goes to your school, whoever it is. And people don't think that by typing something mean on a phone, it can really affect someone's mental. And then Danny suggested it's a way to get people to feel better about themselves.
Why they do it? Like, what's
Yeah.
the catalyst is to make them feel better? By the way, I think I told you this. The reason I came down with that mentality is because I guess you call her an actress, someone from that show,
Love Island.
Love Island.
Yes.
Committed suicide.
Talked about it on the show when that
Right. And I saw a post from our friends at the Bread Batch on Instagram, and the comments of the post were, "Who cares? Fuck her. Who gives a shit? I didn't ask." Like just some really, really just like disgusting stuff. And I know when I talked to you about it and you brought up the empathetic ignorance and not being able to put yourself in the person's shoes, that made sense. But I then took it back a step even further. Like, what is the true catalyst? And I know Danny said it makes them feel better about themselves, but it's just, there was never a time in my life, and I think it just says a lot about, now I was doing other bad things that hurt myself. I hurt myself very badly. But there was never a time in my life where I wanted to go out of my way to make someone else's life not as worthwhile.
That's what sets you apart, though.
And I think it is. And I always look back to my very traumatic past or the days when my darkest days where I was fucking myself into the ground and ask myself, what was it that pulled me out? And a lot of times it was my thoughts on how my family would feel or how someone else would feel. So to your point, it is very much about your ability to connect with the greater human race.
I was going to say that
it's very true. That's a very astute statement from you, because honestly, like, I think a lot of these people have been raised or are programmed incorrectly, that they feel some sort of desire to hurt other people's feelings. There is not a day that goes by in my life, and maybe it's because I'm 35 and maybe the internet wasn't around when I was 16, who knows? But there's not a day that goes by in my life where I want to leave a comment that puts someone down. Never. I've never, ever, ever done it before. I'll make jabs at friends, of course, stuff like that. But if someone dies, we've talked about this with the guy with the Kobe thing, or if someone's having a tough time with mental illness or whatever, seeing that stuff, it really, really, really pains me. And I just, wrapping up the last page of my book that I just wrote, the last thing I wrote was, the one thing I would urge people to do is be fucking good to each other.
Yeah.
Find a way to brighten other people's lives in some fucking way. I don't care what it is. Hug a stranger, talk to someone who's lonely, help someone. But at the very least, stop being mean to people. Stop making yourself feel better and making up for what lacks in your life by putting someone else down. It's just not cool. It's kind of gross.
The Rock said this. He's said it for a while now. He said, it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
Yeah.
And you know, it's The Rock. It's one of the biggest celebrities in the world, and he's even moving with that attitude. Our conversation evolved into, and what I was going to say was, even during your darkest days, like, innately you're a smart human. You're not just smart because like you worked hard. Like, I believe intelligence is like a genetic trait.
Yep.
And you were even, again, at your darkest days, operating at a higher conscious level than most people, where you realize, like, I don't have to put other people down to make me feel better about myself. And then our conversation evolved into,
I asked, are mean people stupid? Was that what it was?
I was gonna say, like, the idea of talking shit, right? So being a hater, saying something mean, and then talking shit. You will never find a successful person, an elevated person, a conscious person talking shit.
No,
they don't do it. And
it's the opposite.
Yeah, facts.
They're building people up.
They don't waste time speaking negatively about other people, and we're surrounded by these people, and even like we still fall in, unfortunately, the trap of like doing it sometimes.
I did it. I personally will speak for myself and say I did it with the girl with the BJ scandal, and I think there's a lot of people watching this. By the way, I caught a little bit of heat for that, not much, but there's people that are watching this that don't know that girl had texted me after the fact and said, hey, listen, all this is fair play. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. You keep talking shit. Please keep doing it. Like, she's asking me. I have the text messages to prove it. But it wasn't on her to tell me that was okay. And that was me falling back and falling into something that is not me. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I think I got a little bit out of hand and I roasted a little hard, but I don't want the people watching the show to think that is indicative of the person who I am, or to think that it's okay to go and talk shit about people. It's just, it's a very juvenile, very junior varsity thing to do. It's just, it doesn't do anything for you. The biggest note that I made that a lot of people have been sticking to is there's nobody out there who's winning in any major way. Like, no, I made a tweet that said, I don't think that anyone that talks shit online gets any ass. I don't think that, like, I don't see some dude that has either a girlfriend or that gets any play. Yeah, talking shit online.
Also,
yeah, I get it. I get it. It's not the success metric. It was one.
My rebuttal to that would be like, and I said this when we were talking, I think it's human nature to judge or to assess and conclude. Like, when you hear people saying like, "Oh, stop judging me," like that is a term high schoolers use. Humans by nature assess and conclude, and if you want to call it judging, whatever, no, it's you see something, you take in information, and then you come to the logical conclusion on how to act or what to do next. Yep. So, although yes, I want to be as elevated as humanly possible, I also think it's unrealistic to not assess and conclude that some people are fucking morons. And if I like talk shit, which by the way I will in the future, I'm not going to stop. I'm just saying, like, if you can, try to check yourself before you talk shit. Like, sometimes something comes from the heart. Sometimes you feel a certain way, you want to be vocal about it. But
there's always a way to give good constructive criticism without being a hater. Like, if you truly don't like something, you can express your disinterest in a different way. You can be constructive. You can offer what your perspective was on what you saw, or
I agree.
You viewed, it could be anything.
You're right.
You can apply some sort of positivity to the negative view that you had of the content you consume.
Facts. But sometimes, bro, I want to call the bitch a bitch.
Yeah.
And like, you said it, you're like, yo, I don't know if I'll ever reach a level where like I'm. And by the way, I agree. Like, ideally, yes, dude, I am the perfect human who's never saying anything mean about anyone. But yo, if a bitch is a bitch, I'm gonna call him a bitch.
That's the thing that's important here. People, that's the thing that's important here, and I'll tell you why. the shit that we talked, or that I'll continue to speak for myself, the shit that I talked on that episode, I talked in the face of a toxic situation where I was wronged. I was wronged. And by the way, someone that I care about was wronged even worse. The only time you will ever see me caught up in shit talking is when there's a catalyst that affects me. Even then, I wish I didn't do it. I wish I didn't feed into it. I wish I elevated above it like a
Jeff Bezos.
No,
Mac Bilski?
No, the fucking
David, the German videographer. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just saying
the British dude with the talking of the nice stuff. What's that now?
Russell Brand.
Thank you, Russell Brand. Elevated. Probably would, if you slapped his mom in the face, he'd probably be, all right, that wasn't very nice, and I see you're feeling very angry, but we can help you with that. Like, I aspire to be that. I'll never be that either.
I wish. I honestly do wish. I want to move on, but I wish we would have asked Russell Brand, who's like I consider the most woke man I know,
Oh my God,
what he would do if someone slapped his mom in the face.
We know what Dan Pena would do.
We know what Dan Pena would do.
Bite his nose off.
Bite his fucking nose off.
Facts.
Here we are. We're on a podcast.
We are?
Jeff Bezos.
It's 6 p.m. Yeah, no, Jeff Bezos committed $10 billion. That's finally, God dang it, $10 billion to fight climate change. Yes, Jeff.
That is a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Oof.
Do you think it's like cash going directly to the icebergs?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Where do you think?
Like rebuild the icebergs
maybe
with
I should
cash?
have read about this. An Earth Fund, he called it. It's the Earth Fund. I'm thrilled to announce I'm launching the Bezos Earth Fund. Climate change is the biggest threat to our planet. I want to work alongside others both to amplify known ways and to explore new ways of fighting the devastating impact of climate change on this planet we all share. The global initiative will fund scientists, activists, NGOs, any effort that offers a real possibility to help preserve and protect the natural world. We can save Earth. It's going to take collective action from big companies, small companies, nation states, global organizations, and individuals. Jeff Bezos stepping up to the plate. It's cool to see a billionaire act on something.
Yo, these new billionaires
like
are
this.
dope.
Yeah,
like
facts.
Elon, like
Yeah, oh, yeah.
we're gonna build rockets, go to Mars. Jeff Bezos, same thing, saving the Earth. Old billionaires were like, I need more oil.
More money.
Where's the train?
You know,
I need more cars.
Like when Notre Dame burned down,
yeah,
and like the next day,
Oh yeah.
like a couple
Hundreds
billionaires
of millions of dollars.
pledged $1 billion to help fix it.
Yeah.
And then when the forest was burning in Brazil, like no one stepped up. It's really cool to see a billionaire apply their wealth towards keeping our planet
and also
intact.
a lot of wealth, not just like here's 100 million.
No,
He's
that's
like
a lot. That's a
here's
lot.
here's 1/10
I'm gonna look up.
of what I have.
Oh, you know what though? He's worth 129.9 billion. So probably roughly like 7-8% of his net worth, which is awesome. But it's a pledge, so it's not a donation right now. It could take him to the end of his life.
Or even further.
Did he put a timeline on it? Did he, some pledges could be like over the next 5 years.
I don't think that's the issue.
No,
If a dude's going to give $10 million to protect the Earth,
billion.
yeah. This
10
is
billion, yeah.
Thank you.
He spent a good amount of money at Live too during the Super Bowl.
You
Can
told
believe
me
it?
he was
How
there.
crazy is that?
Bro, he's like a.
He goes,
They're cool.
Mike
Billionaires are cool
Mike
now.
goes,
Yeah.
Mike goes, yo, you won't believe who I saw at Live last night. I go, the fact that you just said that sentence to me, I'm so disinterested.
Yeah.
Don't even tell me. He goes, no, I got
No,
something.
this was like one of the times where it was acceptable to say it. Jeff Bezos had a table at fucking Live nightclub, bro. Because he's single now, yeah? Or does he have?
girlfriend.
He's got the side chick is now his girlfriend, yeah. Damn, how do you imagine Jeff Bezos takes interest in your like? It's over. There's no coming back from that.
So she was the wife of like the biggest agent in LA, Patrick White.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, like who Patrick? I mean, like
But it just showed you like how power shifted, like a hotshot agent compared to Jeff Bezos. Like,
Dude, he's got $100
What's
billion.
Jeff Bezos' ex-wife doing? Because I am single.
what?
So like,
what
what's
is
good?
she doing? Do you want to know what she's doing?
Yeah.
She's counting money, and she's going to be counting money for the rest of her days on this
Something
planet.
tells me she doesn't give a fuck.
Do you know what the settlement was? Right,
How much?
half
Half what?
of his money.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah, half of Amazon, half of his stake in.
I don't
let me-
think-
Sorry, let me pull,
Wait,
let me pull it
too
up.
much.
We got to be careful with that. No, but she got a lot.
I don't know. I
Hold on.
don't know if it's too much because she was with him. She's a real day one,
Yep.
bro. And so, like, how much of his success can he contribute to her?
Sorry.
There's probably a hefty chunk
Jeff-
that, like, she kept him mentally stable. She motivated him. She told him he could do it when he was just in his little office with Amazon in the sign behind him. Like,
She got 20 million Amazon shares worth an estimated $38 billion.
what's her name? What's her name? Mackenzie? Hey,
Yeah, Mackenzie Bezos. She was with him from the beginning.
That'd be a hot vlog, bro.
yo, Mackenzie, be in my vlog.
Automatically made her the third richest woman on earth.
Dylan just held up a sign that said happiest moment in your life.
This one right now.
Question mark.
Could I just say 25% of the Amazon stock that they co-owned. So they owned 100% share. She got a quarter of it. So I said a half. Excuse me.
Happiest moment in your life?
Let's go around the room.
Do you have a happiest moment? I try to when I'm like feeling extreme elation. I try to clock and be like, yo, I call them life moments. Like this is a life moment when it's something like, not the happiest, but like one of many that I thought was like a life moment that was super cool was when I was on an episode of Jake's Disney show.
Bizarrevark?
Yeah. Like acting alongside my brother in his Disney Channel show, coming from Ohio, like two kids who technically on paper were gonna amount to be nothing, right?
Wrestlers.
Like I don't know, maybe like I don't know, like I don't know what life had planned for us. And then just that was a moment when I what.
I was just thinking about my happiest moment. Go ahead.
I don't know. That was just a really cool moment where I was like, oh my God, this is very, very real now.
100%.
That was cool.
That's what's up.
What, you got one?
I have two. One was when I had my first child.
Okay.
That hasn't happened yet, but I think that's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You're out of your fucking mind. You know that?
Yeah. And then the second one, we were at the ranch just recently.
Yeah. Really?
I felt it was weird. I was standing out in this field looking at this mountain cauldron, and just like a perfect feeling washed over me where I felt like my body felt perfect. I was in a perfect mental state. I was peaceful. I was with my friends. I was doing the things that I love to do. And it's like when all of those factors combine, you know, external environment plus internal happiness, it was like, wow, I felt perfect. And I think I told you, I walked up, I was like, I feel perfect right now.
Yeah, you did say that.
And it was just it was simple, but it was like that kind of simplicity is what I've always wanted for my life. And it felt so great.
I would say mine is probably the external one was probably seeing my little sister get married, just because it was I missed my little sister's graduation from college because I was an addict, and it's a moment that I'll never get back. I didn't see her graduate college, and it's a big regret of mine. And so to be able to see her, to be able to be clean, and to give this best man speech, or actually I gave the speech for her side. So the bridesmaid speech, which is kind of actually weird now that I think of it. But to see her walk down the aisle, see my mom crying, my dad crying, and to be there for that was awesome. And then on the external side,
Wait.
yeah,
And not to be that guy, but
yeah, sure.
Was that the happiest moment of your life before or after you shit your pants at her wedding?
How crazy is that? That potentially the greatest moment of my life and the most.
Mike, we know you're on a roller coaster. That's what it is.
In reality, that's crazy. It was before. That's wild to imagine that I shit my pants at that wedding.
From drugs?
Nah. I was completely sober. I ate a bad Cubano sandwich at a gas station in Washington, D.C.
That's your own fault.
Imagine returning the rented tuxedo back to Men's Warehouse.
No, you don't.
I think I'm banned.
We thought he was banned. We had to go to get suits for the Impaulsive at Jake's wedding, and we were surprised when they let Mike back in.
It was a shitty situation.
Literally.
That was probably my highest and lowest moment in my life. And then on the external side, or for me personally, to Mac's point, like you have the ranch and shit. It's funny because they kind of compete, but whenever I'm in the water, dude, and obviously this goes back to the lazy river thing so much, but I've had times recently in my current life where I've been in the middle of the Pacific, looking at the palm trees by myself, offshore a little bit, just floating around. Where I am able to calm my racing mind and drop some of my anxiety and actually feel happy about life.
That's amazing.
And so that would probably be somewhere on the coast of California, and soaking up the California sun and just taking it all in and just knowing that I made it out of hell and I'm in a pretty good place in my life now.
Yeah.
You know?
Things have been really good lately.
Yeah.
Feels really nice.
good.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Yeah, like hopefully you guys watching this can feel some of our energy and apply it to your life. Like that's the number one thing throughout all my content is I want to, even if it's just a little bit, be inspirational and motivational in the slightest degree. And if I can be a role model or a beacon of light, hope, optimism, whatever it is, then I am winning. Then I become happy. All right, I think that's it.
Dude, will that Uber story escape us if we hold it for another point?
Yeah, it will. It'll when the time's right.
Oh, we'll save it.
We're talking about you playing the game.
Oh,
yeah, we'll get.
Mike is a sick and twisted.
Yeah, we'll talk
person.
about it another time.
That's all you need to know.
We've been on set for a while now.
All right, hit that subscribe button. We're about to hit 2 million. God damn it! All right, we love you guys. Thanks for listening to Impaulsive. Take it easy. Peace.